When we're preparing to make cuttings for especially the winter season, which is what we're doing now, we're here at the what we call mother tree block, and there are a few things that we need to bring so we can start the work. So the very first thing is thinking about safety. What are the things that we're going to need so that the personnel or whoever is going to be doing the work is safe? The first thing is safety glasses, so there's no risk of one of the branches hitting your eye or something like that. So that should be obligatory, and you should be wearing your safety glasses all the time. Then a pruning shears. This has to be sharpened so you can make the cuttings easily. And everybody that is going to do this work need to have a training of how to use pruning shears, knife, or anything that could technically be a danger for them to get hurt. So make sure that the team is trained properly on how to use the pruning shears, on how to lubricate the pruning shears if you needed to, and make sure that it's in good condition. The next thing is going to be the gloves. You're going to be wearing gloves. I'm wearing just some soft gloves because I'm just going to be putting some samples. But if you're doing an entire block, the thicker gloves might be a little bit better. It might be uncomfortable, but you're going to gauge that with your team. So the next thing that we're going to need is going to be a sanitizer of any kind. We use a quaternary ammonia type, and this is used to spray over the pruning shears, so you make sure that the pruning shears are always sanitized, so you are not transmitting any issue or diseases or pathogens that you may or may not catch while you are walking through. So this is very, very important. So every so often to be cleaning your pruning shears. Ideally, your entire mother block is taking very good care and there's no signs of pathogens anywhere, but this is another extra precaution that you use. And then the next item that you're going to need, it's some type of tub or flat or anything that you can put the material that you cut onto or on top of it, okay? The reason for this is so the cuttings don't go directly onto the ground, for the same reason that you do not want pathogens in your cutting material, because this is what's going to become the next plants that you're going to sell to your customers. So make sure that you have a tub or a flat or even a tarp that is clean could work as a base for you to put the cuttings on top of, because you're going to be collecting a lot, and be walking back and forth to take the cuttings over to the house might be a bit too far. The other thing that you might need is a transportation means. So you can use trailers, you can use a cart, you can use a truck, anything that you can transport a large amount of cuttings from the location where you're collecting into the propagation house. So let's do an example here of how do we do the cutting. So the first thing that we're looking for is the nice looking material all the way down to a certain thickness. You're not going to be able to make a lot of cuttings with material that are this thick. You can't use that. So you're going to come up and you're going to look for something like this. So I'm going to be cutting down here, and this is basically what I'm looking for. Of course, I'm going to cut a bunch of them together to make sure that the work goes smoother. Don't do this too fast, because remember, safety, but do it at a pace that you can collect quite a bit in one pass. And as you do this, you're going to be putting that onto the tub to make sure that there is no pathogens and the cuttings do not touch the ground. Later on, after you are done with your cuttings, you're going to come back to this block and you're going to do what we call the pruning, which is now you're going to take it even lower. Even though you don't want to use this material, you don't want to leave it all the way up here. You want to come back and prune everything down. But right now what we're doing is just collecting material for cuttings. So if you look what I just did here, I collected the material that I need for cuttings. I don't need that, but when I come back before the spring and cut this down, I'm gonna go back down here somewhere so the plant can push from down below. So this is an extra bonus information, but it doesn't pertain to the making cuttings. So what are the things that you have to pay attention before you start the cuttings? Make sure that you have a sanitizer, pruning shear, safety glasses, gloves, a tub or a tarp that you can put the cuttings on, and then collect the material. There are the smaller material, skinnier material that you're going to be able to stick into the cutting house. That of course is for when you're sticking into a plug. If you're doing a cutting in a bin, which you're going to see later, things might change a little bit. All right? And thank you very much and good cutting.